Hello everybody, Chris here, and we saw the coach of the Bermuda Kecleons on the other side of the convention center, and we had to totally rush over because I heard from sources that Nova was battling and like another coach for the QB League, and the coach that Nova is facing there was Shio, the coach of the Roaring Tide. And luckily for us, we don't have to deal with a sandstorm because, in a convention center, a sandstorm would be horrendous. And yeah, so Shio has a Hippowdon and an Excadrill combination, but luckily they didn't bring it today because it would have been messy in here, folks. But luckily, Nova has a strong team here with Gastrodon, Scizor, Great Tusk, Necrozma, Lapras, and Primarina. And guys, Shio is no slouch here. Their team is hella scary with Dipplin, Cinderace, Dragapult, Azumarill, Excadrill, and Skuntank. Their team is really scary. Hey, the coach says they're ready. They're ready. And Nova's hyped, guys. Nova lost last week 0-1, but they're ready for this. And they the sponsor, guys. If you like draft content, please subscribe to the channel and give the video a like. It helps a lot, and I'm gonna keep making this content. But yeah, I'll let you guys get back to the battle. Bye. Thank you, Nova. And the battle here starts with Shio sending out Cinderace, and Nova sends out Prism, the Necrozma. And folks, I see a Meteor Beam, and that's a Cinderace. That is week 2 Rock, but guys, I don't think this Cinderace is staying in here. I think it's going to U-turn out, which it does, and Librio will turn into a bug type and do massive amounts of damage to Necrozma. But luckily for Necrozma, its ability kicks in here where it takes essentially neutral damage to super effective hits. So instead of taking way more damage, it goes to neutral. And Nova's a little relieved, but this Excadrill is going to eat this Meteor Beam. But hopefully we don't miss. It's charging its beam! Oh, be careful, folks. In here, it's crazy. You could see the wind, like my hair moved when it was shooting out this Meteor Beam. And it blasts the Excadrill. It didn't do that much, but now, hey, Nova's laughing here. He's laughing at that damage. But hopefully this special attack race from Meteor Beam actually blast this Excadrill with Earth Power, but then the Earthquake hits and we are so low on HP. Oh my, the coach isn't happy to see that Shuka Berry. That Shuka Berry reduces this damage to half. If this Shuka Berry wasn't here, this Excadrill would have been dead, folks. And I am on the edge of my seat. And I feel like Nova wants to save this Necrozma for later. So let's see. Does Nova send out Goober, the Gastrodon, the better Gastrodon, by the way, folks. The East Sea Gastrodon is the better one, the blue one. Not the pink one, the blue one. And Excadrill here goes for the Rapid Spin to boost its speed, trying to kill the Necrozma like that, but Goober, the Gastrodon, eats that up, folks. And let's see. Oh, okay. Nova wants to get up his hazards. Funny enough, Shio wants to get up their hazards as well. So this turn is very uneventful. But I really don't think Shio wants to let us keep them rocks up. Because currently we cannot get them off the field because our Great Tusk is in the back. And this Excadrill is way, way, way faster than Great Tusk, and we don't want to take that damage. And that was a crit. You could see it on Nova's face. Of course this was happened. But Nova takes the first blood and kills the Excadrill. That's a major threat out of the way, folks. And I think Nova doesn't know how to spell Gastrodon or remembers the name of Gastrodon. That is what I'm thinking there. Excadrill, very familiar Pokemon. Gastrodon, it's a legend, folks. I really think Nova's trying to remember how to spell it. Look, he's still thinking, guys. He's still thinking. He'll figure it out eventually, but There's a Dipplin on the other side. A candy apple if you like you could but yeah, that candy apple is very scary, folks. If you guys don't know, with Dipplin, they usually run Evilite to make it very bulky. This Pokemon is amazing, and I heard Nova ran it in the IBL League for like 2 games. Oh, and it's tearing, folks. What can it be? Let's see if Nova's surprised. It's Terra Fairy. Okay, Nova. I think Nova was like, yep, called it. And here, folks, we see Goober getting switched out for Mantis the Scizor. Mantis has a great matchup into Dipplin here. Personally, folks, you can go for Bullet Punch and do massive amounts of damage. This Dipplin cannot touch Mantis. Wait, Nova's going for the knockoff. Is he predicting a switch here? Even if he's not predicting a switch, knockoff would do a good amount of damage. But because of Sticky Hold, you cannot knock off that Evilite on Dipplin. Oh, Cinderace comes in. And knockoff goes off and does a huge amount of damage. Nova is excited, folks. That is a lot of damage. And personally, I don't think we want Scizor to go down here, folks. This just in. Nova is switching. Nova is thinking about switching, and maybe Great Tusk is coming out. Folks, the information I heard was correct. Oh, this music. Okay. That's a Skunk Tank, though. And to be honest, Great Tusk has a great matchup into the Skunk Tank. I do not think the Skunk Tank is staying in, folks. Because if Nova goes for Headlong Rush here, this Pokemon is dead. But I don't think Nova wants to risk that. Because if something else comes in, then you are minus defenses. I think we were predicting the Dragapult. But the Dipplin comes back in. And this Ice Spinner is not going to do that much. Because Dipplin is a beast, folks. Dipplin is a beast. So Nova finally wants to get rid of these rocks that are plaguing his side. And folks, this Dipplin's going to be hard to get off this field. Because currently it's a fairy type. And you know what Great Tusk doesn't like? Fairy types. And let's see what Dipplin will go for on this turn. Personally, if Dipplin wants, Dipplin can Giga Drain and heal for a massive amount on Great Tusk as well, doing super effective damage. Because Great Tusk is actually ground type also. But this Terra Blast goes and does a massive amount of damage. Nova is not happy to see that, folks. And I'm pretty sure that this Great Tusk is Assault Vested. That's a good chunk on Dipplin, but you know what? I'm pretty sure Great Tusk can't take that second hit. And down it goes, sadly. Folks, from the 2 matches I've seen Nova use Great Tusk, I don't know how people make it broken, because I feel like Great Tusk has not done the most in these 2 matches, folks. But Mantis the Scizor comes back out. And I really don't think Shio wants to keep this Dipplin in. Because if Dipplin is staying in versus Mantis, it's dead. It's flat out dead. But here comes the Cinderace sack. Nova, thumbs up. Good that Cinderace is down. That's a way bigger threat in my opinion, even if it's at 5 HP. Oh, and it's a useless crit. But it's sending the message, folks. It's sending the message that you get a little lucky. Because we all need a little luck, you know? Alright. What will she... Oh, the Skunk Tank comes out. I think a fire move is coming, folks. We do not want to stay in here. Nova predicts that and is thinking about switching. Personally, Goober sounds like a great idea, folks. We love this little snail. This little slug. Oh, Nova was thinking Necrozma. I don't think so, folks. The goober is coming in. The goober. And let's see what Skunk Tank wants to go on this switch. Let's see. Is it a dangerous threat? That's a fire blast, folks. That does negative damage. Thankfully, we did not get burned. Personally, why not get your rocks up? I mean, that could be a clean earthquake, folks. That skunk over there is a poison type, and it really doesn't like earthquakes and ground moves. Nova, good hydrate. Good hydrate. Keep hydrated. Got folks at home too, hydrate. You know, you need your water intake. Oh, no, but we don't want that bunny. That bunny is water as well. That bunny can hurt. Folks, if you don't know, this bunny loves hitting its belly, because if it hits its belly, it goes to +6 attack and it can just smack people. I think Nova's thinking that because, like, you cannot let it set up a belly drum. If you set up a belly drum, this game could be over, folks. He's thinking hard. He's thinking long and hard, folks. Will a belly drum come out? No, he goes for Earthquake to make sure this belly drum, he doesn't get a free one. But this Play Rough does a ton of damage. Nova is surprised about that damage, folks. That Earthquake did basically 30%. Nova has to either sack something or switch into something, because that Play Rough was way too much damage. This behind the scenes, folks, behind the scenes, this Gastrodon is very physically defensive. Oh, a communication error. Oh no, folks. This just in. They need to restart the battle, and we're back, folks. That was a little intermission. You know, they wanted you guys to get your snacks. They wanted you guys to get your refills on your water and get your snacks. Thank you, Nova. Thank you, Nova and Shio, for that short intervention. And back to the battle, folks. And Nova's thinking about sacking Prisma. Oh, folks, I don't think that's a great idea. Prisma could still have its uses in this battle. Who will Nova go to? I really don't think it's Prisma, folks. Melody? Melody the Primarina? It could be, folks. It could be. All right, Nova switches in Melody. So let's see if the Primarina can take a hit. Because personally, I would just go for another Play Rough if I was Shio. So let's see how this goes. And the Play Rough hits and does a massive... Nova's surprised. What is this bunny? What is this item on this buddy? This buddy is doing way too much damage. Personally, if Nova can get this substitute up, maybe this Primarina can dodge a Play Rough. But this buddy is faster. How is this buddy faster? Nova is not happy to see that, folks. This momentum just instantly swung into Shio's favor. Oh, folks, this is looking bad for our coach, the Bermuda Kecleons. Who can Nova go into? All these Pokemon, like Nova was checking speed. Oh, folks, Prisma could be a good answer here. It could really be one. Or Mantis. Mantis is good too. Folks, I really think Mantis is coming in here. It needs to pressure this Azumarill out, but maybe Goober. Oh, Prisma comes out, folks. Prisma comes out. And I really think a Photon Geyser will come out, because we need to pressure this Azumarill out. If it's just going for Play Roughs, Nova's really thinking hard on this one, folks. You could see him doing his thinking face. He's thinking, was this a mistake? Was this a mistake of going to Krozma? But Nova pushed out the Azumarill. But Skunk Tank comes in, folks. This skunk is a dark type as well as poison type. And Photon Geyser does nothing. And folks, this skunk can have Sucker Punch. And Necrozma, if it gets Sucker Punched, it will go down, folks. Necrozma's at 9 HP. It's at 9 HP. So Nova switches out to Goober, like how Goober was switched in before, and that's perfectly fine. Except the knockoff happens, folks, and Goober takes a ton of damage, and the leftovers gets knocked off. I personally, folks, do not think Goober is faster than Skuntank. And this momentum swing is so huge, and Nova's getting a little stressed out. You could see it. How can he come back in this game? How can Nova do the impossible? Oh, and the knockoff comes, and Gastrodon goes down. Goober, you were such a good slug, but it's okay. How can Nova come back? This is looking bleak, folks. This is looking bleak because you have to deal with a Diplin. You have to deal with a Dragapult. And you have to deal with a bunny that's probably choice banded because this bunny hit like a truck, folks. It hit like a truck. And now you also have an almost full HP skunk on the other side. And this skunk has probably most likely Sucker Punch. Nova has to think of a way to get past this. Oh, Dragon Dance. This is a setup Lapras. All right, folks, let's see what Shio goes for. Because this Lapras, it needs to set good hydration, Nova. Good hydration. You need to hydrate so you can get up to stuff. You need to bring this game back, folks. You need to bring this game back. All right, so Nova goes for the Dragon Dance, and somehow this Lapras faster. Oh, the music changes. Okay, so now Shio knows we were loaded dice. Folks, this music is lit. It is so electrifying. And hopefully... Oh, Nova's going for another Dragon Dance. He needs to be faster than the Dragapult. All right, folks. He's hoping that he can live any hit from this Skuntank and not get Sucker Punched. So let's see. Oh, the Gunk Shot. Nova didn't see that coming. That was a lot of damage. And the poison happens. Oh, Nova doesn't like to see it, folks. Will he live? Oh, and Aurora goes down. This is looking very bad, folks. Nova didn't like this momentum swing. I feel like that intermission literally was not good. All the momentum Nova had at that point it's gone now. And Nova has to go for an Earth Power here to hopefully kill this Skuntank. Because if this Skuntank has Sucker Punch, it didn't click Sucker Punch! And it goes down! Nova is not happy about that, folks. Nova sacrificed so many Pokemon and to try to kill this Skuntank. You could see it on his face. He is not happy with that. And Dragapult comes out. This Pokemon is faster than Usain Bolt. But yes, this Dragapult is a threat, folks. This Dragapult is a threat. Oh, and a Shadow Ball comes out, and Necrozma goes down after 2 kills from this Necrozma. All right, folks. Everything's on Mantis's back again, like how the first game went. You have to believe in Mantis. You have to give Mantis your energy. Can Mantis kill the 3 remaining Pokemon? I don't know, folks. I don't know, but we need to support Nova. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough, folks. Nova's looking at who has fallen in this battle. And folks, it's very grim from this point. The music changed. Folks, it's looking very bleak. We have to believe in Nova, even though it's looking very downhill. Because, folks, this Dragapult can have Sucker Punch, and this Dragapult is faster than us. But the first Bullet Punch, it doesn't kill. Shadow Ball goes off, and Mantis takes a ton of damage. We're down to 20%, folks. 25. Nova's not happy with this. And Dragapult goes down? Dragapult goes down, folks. Guys, Azumarill is faster than Mantis. If Azumarill clicks Aqua Jet, Mantis goes down. And Azumarill comes out. Nova's really skeptical at this point. All he can do is click Bullet Punch. folks! A Zero goes down! Mantis did the unthinkable! Nova's so surprised! One more, folks! One more, Nova says! Can Mantis do it? You could see he's so surprised, folks, with that outcome. And Bullet Punch goes off! And he wins! Nova wins! The Bermuda Kecleons win! And the Roaring Tides fall. The full moon is gone, folks. Nova wins. He's like, let's go! One surviving. Mantis survives. Thank you, folks, for showing up. He is very happy, folks. Whoa. You know what, guys? He says bye, and I say bye-bye.